that, pumpkin-y flavor, like those spices that are in pumpkin pie. And by the way, I love pumpkin pie. I know some people don't like it, but I'm not one of those people. Very good. No complaints. One of my favorites at Dunkin' Donuts is I don't know what it's called, but it's like a blueberry donut. Maybe it's just called blueberry. It's the same kind of donut as this, like exactly the same, except it's blueberry instead of pumpkin. Like it doesn't have any frosting or anything. I still like that one better than this, but this one is very good. Okay, now the muffin. So you can see it's got like icing on top and some crumbles or streusel. I'm not sure if it has anything in the middle. Like it might have cream cheese, but I don't know. I'm going to cut it open. That way I get to see into the middle. By the way, the prices, the donut was $1.79. The muffin was $2.49. So, not too bad. I'm pretty sure at Starbucks it's a bit more. Alright, so I have cut it in half. And, there's nothing in the middle. Okay, so I don't have to show you. There is nothing in the middle. Okay. Now I'm just going to cut it in quarters, and I'm going to take one of the quarters and get crumbs everywhere, because why not? No, I'm not going to get crumbs everywhere. You know why? I just finished vacuuming, literally, like an hour ago. So we are holding a napkin. Okay. Has an extremely similar flavor his sandwich cost something like, he said like $8.99 or something, but I think it's like $6.99. Not that I bought it. And the wrap was supposed to be like $2.99, so he had been charged for a sandwich and given a wrap. So that was one thing, and he kept repeating it. I swear, if you go watch this video, I looked in the comments to see if anyone else was just tired of how many times he kept saying it. I mean, I think people are nice to him in the comments, you know, he's a nice guy. But I was like, okay, we get it. He must have said it like 6 times. How he was disappointed that he got the wrap instead of the sandwich. So, there was that one. Then I also saw this guy who was reviewing the new Wendy's burger. It was supposed to have like jalapeno and cheese and stuff. It was just the other day. And it's supposed to have a special bun with like cheese and stuff like grilled into the bun, and it didn't have the bun. And then there was all the reviews I saw of the new McDonald's as featured in meal. If you have never heard about that one is nuts, okay? It's a meal that has absolutely nothing new whatsoever, okay? Not a single thing. You have a choice of a Big Mac, quarter pounder, or nuggets, a drink, a fry, and you get a sweet and sour sauce that has been relabeled, and it is called the Loki sauce for the show Loki season 2 is coming out. So I've seen quite a few reviews of this special meal, and everyone's like, I've been scammed, McDonald's, there is nothing new here. It's just supposed to be about the fact that McDonald's food has been featured in a lot of shows and movies, and they list the shows and movies on the packaging, and there's some links, and you can watch like a little video they made, and they're selling some merch, but the meal is a joke. So, the people who reviewed it, there was like one person who didn't get the special bag, and then there was one person who didn't get the newly labeled sauce, and you know. Anyway, I didn't want to sit here and talk about all that for this whole video. I just got there somehow because they made a mistake on my coffee. Let me have another bite of donut. So, I wanted to talk about back to school. And how for some people back to school is a great time, and for other people it's a terrible time. Right? You got the kids that gotta go back to school after a fun summer that are dreading it, and you have parents, some parents who are happy to get their kids out of their hair, you know, if they've been home with the kids all summer. And then there are some people who it makes no difference to, you know, people who work all year, don't have kids at home, you know. And someone like me, I have adult kids and they go to college. It doesn't make that much of a difference to me in truth. Except that, well, I mean, there is more stress that seems to come up during the school year. Because, well, my daughter is living at home, and she goes to college near home, so she'll have stressful assignments and things like that, and I'm right here to experience the stress with her, because she always reaches out to me to help her with subjects that I didn't study and I don't know about. So my son headed back to college. He goes to college out of state. Now last year he lived in a fully furnished apartment. But this year he moved into an unfurnished apartment. And we knew all summer that he needed to get a bed, right? So we were prepared for that and ordered him a bed and whatever, a bed frame. And then like a few days before he left, I said, wait a minute. It's unfurnished. Is there honestly, it was Adele. It was very